Good day, everyone. Today we're going to talk about real life problems involving probability. What is probability? Probability is a branch of mathematics that deals with the occurrence of a random event. It is the study of likelihood or chance that some favorable outcome of particular events will occur. It is also a measure of the likelihood of an event to occur. So, probability is used in events because we are unsure of what the outcome of that event would be. Probability is used in different fields, such as politics. An example is election results. So, in this case, officials use historical data to understand how a region voted previously to understand who they will vote for this time. They combine this with current trends, current polls, and do a lot of math to arrive at the conclusion on who is going to win. Natural disasters. Environmental departments of countries often use probability to determine how likely it is that a natural disaster, like a hurricane, tornado, earthquake, or the such, will strike in the country in a given year. If the probability is quite high, then the department will make decisions about housing, resource allocation, and etc. that will minimize the effects done by the natural disaster. So, in health insurance companies often use probability to determine how likely it is that certain individuals will spend a certain amount on healthcare each year. Investing. Investors use probability to assess how likely it is that a certain investment will pay off, and it helps them decide how much of their net worth to invest in the stock. Weather forecasting. Probability is used by weather forecasters to assess how likely it is that there will be rain, snow, clouds on a given day in a certain area. Here is the formula for probability. The formula for probability is P of A equals the number of favorable outcomes to A divided by the total number of possible outcomes. Let's have one problem. A die is rolled. Find the probability that an even number is obtained. First, write the sample space of the experiment. So, in a die, there are six faces. A cube has six faces. So, for the sample space, we're going to write all the numbers of the faces of the die we have. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 as our sample space. Let E be the event an even number is obtained and write it down. So the even number in our sample space are 2, 4, and 6. So 2, 4, and 6 are even numbers and they are divisible by 2. We're going to use this formula. P of A is equal to the number of favorable outcomes to A divided by the total number of possible outcomes, or you can use N of E over N of S. So it means N of the number of the event divided by the number of the sample space. So for our event, we have 2, 4, 6. So we have three even numbers which were obtained, and we're going to write it down in the numerator. So for our denominator, or the number of sample space, we're going to write 6. If we simplify them, we will get 1 half, or in decimal form, 0.5. So for the second problem, the blood groups of 200 people is distributed as follows. 50 have type A blood, 65 have B blood type, 70 have O blood type, and 15 have type AB blood. If a person from this group is selected at random, What is the probability that this person has O blood type? First, we're going to write the table of the data that was mentioned in the problem. 50 people have type A blood, 65 people have type B blood, 70 people have type O blood, and 15 people have type AB blood. And then what is asked in the question is what is the probability that this person has O type blood? Remember, the problem is asking on what is the probability that this person has O blood type. So it's asking for a person for that has an O blood type. So we're gonna use this formula called P of A equals the number of favorable outcomes to A over the total number of possible outcomes, or n of the n number of events divided by the number of sample space. So for the so our number of events will be the number of people who have O blood type. So what so how many people have O blood type? 70. So we're gonna write 70 in the numerator part of the formula, and for the denominator part, the number of sample space. So the number of sample space is the 200 people who shared their blood groups. So we're gonna write 200. Now we have 70 over 200. So if you convert it to decimal, we're gonna have an answer of 0.35. So for the third problem, a jar contains 3 red marbles, 7 green marbles, and 10 white marbles. If a marble is drawn from the jar at random, what is the probability that the marble is white? So let us make the table of contents. We have 3 red marbles, 7 green marbles, and 10 white marbles. So we're going to use our formula, n of number of events divided by the number of sample space. So the number of events is the number of white marbles. So we're going to write 10 at the numerator part. And for the sample space, we're just going to add the 3 red marbles, the 7 green marbles, and the 10 white marbles together, which makes 20 marbles in total. So if we simplify the fraction 10 over 20, we're going to have 1 half, or in decimal, 0.5. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you like, share, and subscribe to my channel.